Graduates, you may be seated. Good evening, students, teachers, administrators, family, and friends. My name is Chase Wilson, and I'm the Associated Student Body President at Central East High School. On behalf of the class of 2025, we welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the senior class of Central East High School. Central East High School is very proud of its cultural diversity. We would like to welcome you in some of the different languages spoken at our school.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أهلا وسهلا بالجميع والسلام عليكم أيها الطلاب والأساتذة والعائلة والأصحاب والإداريون. نيابة عن الطبقة الأولى نريد أن نرحب بكم في مدرسة سنترال إيست هاي سكول التخرج عام 2025 ومع تحياتي وسلامي. شكرا.
Thảo gia chọn tư ở lên sở kế bé cho tương sai cờ ký có thọ hơ chủ cho nà cho xí cho phong như cho xí hứ thiếu cho thâu chữ
Trong xe thái tỏ nấy sở đời tua công Central East High School lưu công chính lãn đời tao sông ở phá nín gầu chí nó ở cháu.
Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs, élèves, professeurs, administrateurs, les familles et les amis. Moi, c'est Ty Davis de la part des seniors du Central East et nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue à la cérémonie de graduation de 2025. Merci beaucoup.
Selam. Indemi namin sa chu, Tamarioch, Astamarioch, Administration, Beta Sub, and na Guadinyoch. Beta Maraki Waj Sim, Hulechi Haya Amis, Central East High School. In Kwan Basala Metachu.
Maayong gabi, mga estudyante, mga magtutudlo, mga magdumala nining eskwelahan, mga kapamilya, mga kapuso, ug mga higala.
Sa ngalan sa senior na klase, akong dakong pag-abi-abi diri sa seremonya para sa
Graduation sa Central East High School sa klase 2025.
ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧਕ ਮੈਂਬਰਾਂ ਅਧਿਆਪਕਾਂ ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀਆਂ ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਕ ਮੈਂਬਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਭਰੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਮੈਂ ਅੱਜ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ 2025 ਦੀ ਸੈਂਟਰਲ ਈਸਟ ਹਾਈ ਸਕੂਲ ਦੀ ਸੀਨੀਅਰ ਕਲਾਸ ਗ੍ਰੈਜੂਏਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਹਿ ਦਿਲ ਤੋਂ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ। ਮੈਂ ਉਮੀਦ ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਸੁਨਹਿਰੀ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਲਈ ਯਾਦਗਾਰ ਰਹੇਗੀ। ਧੰਨਵਾਦ।
Magandang gabi sa ating mga estudyante, teachers, administration at ating mga kaibigan. Ang ating senior class, welcome po kayo sa Central East High School graduation ceremony para sa klaseng 2025.
सभी प्रशासनिक अधिकारियों, छात्राओं, परिवारजनों और मित्रों को मेरी तरफ से नमस्कार। मैं सीनियर कक्षा की ओर से आप सभी का सेंट्रल ईस्ट हाई स्कूल की 2025 की ग्रेजुएशन में आप सभी का स्वागत तथा अभिनंदन करती हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Hola, mi nombre es Viridiana.
Mi nombre es Emilia. Muy buenas tardes, estudiantes, maestros, familiares, docentes y amigos que nos acompañan.
El día de hoy celebramos su arduo trabajo, logros e inicio de un nuevo capítulo.
Por parte de nuestra generación es un placer darles la bienvenida a la ceremonia de graduación de Central East High School 2025.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. Ready, salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Singing the national anthem tonight is the Central Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you for that amazing performance. You may all be seated.
On behalf of the Board of Education for Central Unified School District, I would like to welcome students, parents, family members, friends, and staff to the Class of 2025 commencement ceremonies. My name is Brad Edmonds, Principal of Central East High School. It is an honor to stand before you as we celebrate the Class of 2025. First, let me start by introducing some of our distinguished guests. The Board of Trustees with us tonight are President Nandeep Singh Chan, Vice President Yesenia Z. Carrillo, Board Clerk Nabril Kirfan, Member Natalie Chavez, Member Carla Kirk, and Member Joshua Sellers. Our District Administration, Dr. Emer O'Brien, Interim Superintendent of Central Unified School District. Amir Iqbal, Assistant Superintendent, Chief Business Officer. Dr. Marilyn Lopez, Assistant Superintendent of Student and Family Services. Jeff Garrett, Area Administrator. Christine Pennington, Area Administrator. And Mark Fowler, Area Administrator. Graduates, at the end of my speech, we're going to do a little interactive thing, so I guys need you to pay attention, okay? I'm going to ask you to stand up. We'll get there. Good evening, teachers, staff, family members, friends, and most importantly, the Class of 2025. Tonight, we celebrate your journey, your growth, and your triumphs. But it is also a night that carries extra meaning, because you are not just graduating, you are making history. You are the last class to graduate as Central East Grizzlies. That title comes with pride, tradition, and a spirit that will live long after this ceremony ends. The roar of the Grizzlies, the colors, the chants, the legacy you carry it forward forever. Frederick Douglass once said, "If there is no struggle, there is no progress." And that quote couldn't be more fitting for your journey. Class of 2025, you have faced more than your fair share of challenges. You've weathered uncertainty, pushed through setbacks, and stood back when life knocked you down. But every struggle you face, whether in the classroom, on a field, in your personal life, shaped you. Every challenge helped mold your strength, your character, and your voice. You didn't just survive, you thrived. And while this may be the final chapter of the Central Grizzlies, your story is far from over. In fact, it's just beginning. What you carry from this place, the friendships, the lessons, the resilience you take with you into the world. There will be more challenges, but as you have already proven, you know how to rise. You know how to lead with heart. You know what it means to be part of something bigger than yourself. So go forward with confidence. Know that the CGOA spirit, that sense of pride, grit, and community lives in you. Wherever you go, take it with you. Class of 2025, we are so proud of you. You left your mark. You are the last Grizzlies, but your legacy will reign forever. Congratulations. We love you. Remember, once a Grizzly, always a Grizzly. I want you all to stand up. And I'm going to count to 3. When I get to 3, I want the whole valley to hear you yell CGOE. 1, 2, 3.
Hi guys. Founded in 1921, the California Scholarship Federation is the oldest scholastic scholarship institution in the state of California. Life membership is achieved by qualifying 4 or more semesters in the last 3 years of high school and earns the CSF Gold Seal on diplomas and transcripts. Students also earn the honor of wearing the CSF Gold Core, and students with a full 6 semesters of membership are wearing a medallion. National Honor Society is a national organization that promotes scholastic scholarships, leadership, service, and character. Students must demonstrate excellence in all 4 pillars to join and maintain membership. Members are wearing blue and gold cords. Students who are members of National Honor Society and or lifetime members of CSF, please stand to be recognized and congratulated. Congrats.
The following students are the best and the brightest at Central East High School.
Our valedictorians are scholars who have maintained at least a 4.0 grade point average for the past 4 years in all of their courses. This year we have 20 students who have earned this achievement of valedictorian.
Scholars of Excellence are students who maintained a California University eligible GPA of 4.0 or higher over the last 3 years and completed at least 3 academically advanced courses, including AP courses, community college courses, or ROP capstone courses. We have 21 students who have earned this distinction from the class of 2025.
Valedictorians and Scholar of Excellence, as we call your name, please stand to be recognized.
Sophia Aguilera, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Ella Back-Holden, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Alexis Beltran, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Katherine Christie, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Tessa Davis, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Amelia Diaz, Valedictorian.
Fabian Equia, Scholar of Excellence.
Isaiah Ferrer, Scholar of Excellence.
Alejandro Hernandez, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Samuel Kandarian, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Ashlyn Cow, Valedictorian.
Sukwon Kar, Scholar of Excellence.
Chufu Lor, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Lazea Mathis, Scholar of Excellence.
Fardus Mosley, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Marcus Nolan, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Rachel Rindisbacher, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Jacob Rocho, Valedictorian.
Samuel Reese Macias, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Lana Salas, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Lily Sharnick, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Mempreet Sekhan, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Nathan Valdivinos, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Grace Vang, Valedictorian and Scholar of Excellence.
Please give a round of applause for all of our valedictorians and scholars of excellence.
Our class of 2025 summa cum laude valedictorian is Samuel Ruiz Macias, who will be giving his senior farewell as senior class president tonight.
Please welcome the class of 2025 magna cum laude Nathan Valdivinos, who will be giving the valedictorian address.
Is it on? All right, everybody can hear me? Okay. Hi, everyone. I'll get started. If you had told me 4 years ago today that I'd be standing here giving a speech as your senior class vice president and heading to UC Berkeley, I probably would have laughed. Not because I didn't believe in myself, but because, like many of you, I had moments where I doubted if all the hard work would pay off. But here we are, we made it. Tonight is a celebration of all of us, the late nights, the early mornings, the challenges we faced, and the victories we've earned. Each of us has grown in ways that we never could have imagined when we first walked through these doors as freshmen. And while today marks the end of this chapter, it's also the beginning of something even greater. Before we move forward, I want to take a moment to recognize the people who helped us get here. To our incredible teachers who challenged and inspired us, to the faculty and staff who supported us along the way, to our friends who made every period with them feel like a break, especially third, and to our families who lifted us up when we couldn't stand. Thank you all for your support, your belief in us, and for being part of this journey. This moment belongs to all of us. For years, we've worked for this moment, studying late into the night, balancing responsibilities, pushing past obstacles that at times felt impossible. And now, we are here. But this is not the end. This is just the beginning. The question we must all ask ourselves now is, what comes next? So as we stand here today at the edge of our future, I'd like to help you answer that question by asking you, what do you want out of life? Not what's expected of you, not what feels safe, but what sets your soul on fire? What kind of life excites you? What kind of impact do you want to make? And what kind of legacy will you leave? Some will tell us to be realistic, to play it safe, to follow the well-paved path. But think about the people who have truly changed the world, the innovators, the creators, the leaders. None of them made history by thinking small or playing it safe. No great invention, no lasting impact, no world-changing idea ever came from someone who refused to dream. Everything extraordinary begins with someone who dares to believe in something bigger than themselves. But dreaming alone is not enough. A dream without action is just a wish. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't intelligence, talent, or luck. It's persistence. It's waking up every single day and deciding to take another step forward, even when the goal seems far away. And sometimes those goals will feel overwhelming. The future can seem too big, the path too uncertain, the dream too far out of reach. And honestly, it should. If your dreams and goals don't scare you, they're not big enough. All of you are capable of so much more than you know. And even with all the encouragement in the world, we will all be overwhelmed at some point. During these times of struggle, I ask you to look to General Creighton Abrahams, captain of a tank battalion during World War II, who once said, "When eating an elephant, take one bite at a time." I included this quote to remind us that no matter how massive our goals may seem, how impossible they might feel, they are always achievable if we take them one step at a time. And this isn't just about personal success. The dreams we chase, the risks we take, and the choices we make will shape more than just our own lives. Some of us will build businesses that open doors for others. Some will become doctors that save lives. Others will be the engineers, artists, and teachers that shape minds and inspire change, leaving a lasting impact on the people around us. Some of us will redefine industries, spark innovation, or inspire movements. No matter what path we choose, the way we live our lives will ripple out into the world. But none of that happens by accident. It happens when we are intentional, and it happens when we refuse to settle. It happens when we recognize that the future is not something waiting for us. It's something waiting to be built by us. So as we leave here today, let's make a choice to dream boldly, to act without fear, and to never let limits, whether from society or ourselves, define what is achievable. Because the future belongs to those who are brave enough to shape it. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go out and build something incredible. Thank you, guys. All right, so if you guys would direct your attention to the side of the stage, I would like to welcome our summa cum laude valedictorian and senior class president, Samuel Ruiz Macias.
I think it's going to be hard to follow that, but thank you, Nathan. Welcome, students, staff, family, and friends. There are a lot of you in the crowd here tonight, so I'm guessing most of you don't know who I am, so allow me a moment to introduce myself. My name is Samuel Ruiz Macias, and today I have the distinct pleasure and honor to be both the class of 2025 senior class president and class summa cum laude valedictorian. And I know for those of you asking, yes, it does mean that I was never home. As we end this era, let me recount my own first day of preschool. I was clinging onto my mom's leg, scared to let go. I was waiting for that door to open to let us into the classroom, but I was scared to go into an unknown place without knowing anyone, without even speaking English. Next thing I remember, it was 4 hours later, and I was running out of the classroom so excited. Not just to see my mom, but also to talk about all the fun experiences I had and all the friends I had made. School has been like that for all of us at some point. A safe haven. Even when we hated the assignments, even when we had teachers that would annoy us, even when we had those seating charts where we didn't know anyone who sat next to us, we have all looked forward to going to school at one point or another. It was the friend groups that we had in our classes that we sat with. It was the conversations we had while running to fifth period together, or even for some, it was the spicy chicken sandwiches from the cafeteria that might have been deer ankles. We're letting go of this crutch that we have had for 13 years. Class of 2025, we are special, and I'm not just saying that as a cliche that every senior class president says. We are the first class since the class of 2019, a whole 6 years ago, to have an uninterrupted full 4-year high school experience. You guys see this? Yeah, this is an artifact from our freshman year, the black mask that all of you used to mask fish. I'm talking about all of you. We didn't even know what we looked like until sophomore year, but now I see you all clearly. Mostly beautiful faces. Sorry, the rest of you are handsome, I swear. From all the foggy days, specifically the Plan Ds that we had our freshman year, to the football games, the rallies, the formals, and the culture weeks, to now our senior year with senior sunrise, sunset, and prom. We've been through a lot. Now, here we are at our last event, graduation. Looking at all of your faces, know that I am proud of each and every one of you. And everyone in this audience is proud of what you have accomplished. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our amazing teachers. Thank you, Ms. Souza. Our counselors, shout out Ms. Brooks. Our admin, our fellow students, and especially our families. To my own family. Ama, apa, hermana. Yo no estaría parado aquí si no fuera por el esfuerzo de ustedes. Todas mis metas se cumplieron por ustedes. Todos mis éxitos son sus éxitos también. Los quiero mucho. Seniors, at last, don't forget to thank yourself. Because no matter how you got here, how many missed assignments, tardies, or absences we had, what matters is that you are here sitting down, waiting to get your diploma. In a few moments, we're all going to walk up on stage, and afterwards, Mr. Edmonds is going to tell the board that he presents us the diplomas, and we're going to turn our tassels from right to left, in case you guys have it on the wrong side. I see it, yeah. Okay. But then what? What's after that? We're all going our own separate paths, all 389 of us. We're the future. The future doctors, the future electricians, the future Botox injectors, the future entrepreneurs. Whether our paths take us to Fresno State, the workforce, Howard, or Harvard, we are all connected back to Central East. We are the last class of Grizzlies because we all know that that other school does not count. I can't tell you what your futures will look like, but I can give you advice. Bring it back to our childhood years, as the one and only iCarly once said, "There's no chance unless you take one, and take the time to see the brighter side of every situation. Know that you can work hard and you can get to the other side unscathed, because you can't appreciate the sunshine without a little bit of rain. Always hold us in your heart, and please, seniors, soon-to-be alumni, I am begging you, please do not be a stranger in 5 years when we see each other at Marketplace or at Target, because we all have the same roots. We're all Grizzlies." Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it! Oh, and one last piece of advice. Don't light fireworks in the bathrooms, please and thank you. Go Grizzlies! Okay. This is your senior class president and summa cum laude valedictorian, Sam Ruiz Macias, signing out. Now, please welcome the Central Choir singing the Alma Mater.
Thee, our alma mater, long thy praises ring. In an anthem to our high school, Central we will sing. Proudly orange and black we'll carry till the hills reply. Hail to thee, our alma mater, hail to Central High. Hail to thee, our alma mater, long thy praises ring. In an anthem to our high school, Central we will sing. Proudly orange and black we'll carry till the hills reply. Hail to thee, our alma mater, hail to Central High.
Mr. President and members of the Central Unified Board of Trustees, I declare to you that the students in the class of 2025 have completed the graduation requirements for Central East High School. I recommend them for graduation.
Giovanni Estrella.
Gavir Dylan.
Jackson White.
Jaime Macias.
Hannah Renee Holiday.
Jalen Bellinger.
Devin Baines.
Brian Cano Ramos.
Brandon Clark.
Israel Hubler.
Kevin Nguyen.
Alejandro Hernandez.
Jacob Bingo. Michael Chapman.
Kaylani Laredo.
Jacob Racho.
Natalie Rivera Dimas. Sebastian Galvan.
Manpreet Sikon.
Melissa Garibe Rios.
Penelope Renteria. Isabella Cardosa Palmer.
Aiden Flores.
Sara Nieto Flores.
Brooklyn Cardillo. Nathan Valdovinos.
Eddie Maru.
Samuel Ruiz Macias.
Jose Alvarez. Alex Herr.
Fardous Ali Musli.
Lily Sharnick.
Miram Allenjar. Chufu Lore.
Ty Davis.
Austin Herr.
Kamani Carter. Haley Acosta.
Tessa Davis.
Nuami Halamariam.
Lana Elias. Nazaya Knox.
Amelia Diaz.
Lozea Mathis.
Rachel Wallace Parker. Chase Wilson.
Suk Won Kar.
Adonis Richardson.
Avion Covington. Samuel Kandarian.
Stephanie Sinswan.
Ava Barrios.
Noah Cruz. Daniel Pacias.
Blusha Joel Magdikdong.
Jocelyn Mendez Gonzalez.
Gracie Yang. Mariah Aguilar.
Sunshine Vang.
Louis Montoya.
Daisy Vang. Jesnor Carr.
Alexis Rodriguez.
Manpreet Kaur.
Brenda Nayeli Rodriguez. Cormal Tucker.
Marisol Sardaneta Sierra.
Kamalpreet Kaur.
Jacqueline Ramos Acedo. Marcus Nolan.
Derek Green.
Aiden Chavez.
Daniel Delgadillo. Noah Lujan.
Danielle Shea Taylor.
Leilani Hernandez.
Nicole Pariwara. Madison Critchlow.
Fabian Ikiwa.
Andrew Balderas.
Luis Ángel Ventura Galindo.
Jaden Solano.
Alexis Beltran.
Ashlyn Cow.
Mia Mendez. Emmy Grace Grijola.
Sofia Aguilera.
Kaden Monique Gongora.
Adelina Aguilera. Najee Stevenson.
Melissa Fernandez.
Mia Amalia Ruli Hayes.
Melissa Flores Santos. Olivia Armstrong.
Kaylee Lore.
Gerald Perry Jr.
Grace Vang. Kaya Quarles.
Celeste Vang.
Akina Williams.
Angelina Mua. Ricasso Haynes.
Darlene Reese.
Gustavo Mayorga.
Tristan Reese. Isaiah Ferrer.
Catherine Christie.
Faith Munoz.
Andrew Anthony Marquez. Andrew Guerrero.
Ava Rose Mendoza.
Jose Aguilar.
Gerald James Macabio. Serapia Espinoza.
Isaiah Cabrera.
Amaya Perez.
Beto Rocha. Kalia Mua.
Cynthia Janet Corona Valdivia.
Yusuf
Mohammed El Pere.
Kaya Galaviz. Yusuf Al Zamzami.
Eliana Hernandez.
Delilah Christine Ariano.
Gabriela Ramirez. Marco Ariano Jr.
Ella Backholden.
Navji Sahota.
Christy Vang. Gagandeep Kaur.
Gao Zhong Yang.
Gershon Singh Shocker.
Daphne Lore. Sahil Sahota. Kirandeep Badwal.
Sanjeevin Molly.
Kaylee Lee.
Gurpal Singh Shahal. Mia Stephanie Munoz.
Brian Munoz Garcia.
Alexa Ramirez Garcia.
Eduardo Medina Cruz. Ashley Ortega.
Sergio Estrella.
Emilia Valencia Ariano.
Yanden Montalvo Lopez. Viridiana Pinto Martinez.
Connor Alvarado Okoro Anyan Wu.
Priscilla Garcia.
Sofía Angélica Doran. Jesse Wright.
Gabriel Herrera.
Irvin Dominguez Valencia.
Kobe Arroyo. Perla Esmeralda Avila.
Jimena Hernandez.
Isaac McCombs.
Caden Adams. Ricky Ramirez.
Jarrett Conier.
Nathan Gonzalez.
Ryan Adamo. Adriana Solis.
Kaylin Duran.
Naomi Velasquez.
Kayla Capillo. Capilla. Zaire Perez. Isabella Cordova.
Sarai Zarate.
Cassie Fitzgerald.
Isabel Gonzalez.
Surya Singh.
Serenity Ledesma.
Japneet Singh. West Steven Hernandez.
Sarbjot Singh.
Micah Mua.
Jester Briones. Jade Yang.
Skylar Adam.
Sydney Tao.
Xavier Lita. Nathan Thompson.
Josh Chauhan.
Trayson Naheda.
Angel Duran. April Fang.
Ashley Diaz Melendez.
Kenneth Gonzalez.
Gerardo Alvarez. Nicholas Garcia.
Imani Norman.
Ezekiel Leva.
Vivian Moore. Matthew Ray Sherman Jr.
Alexis Edwards.
David Rapp.
Ayani Murphy. Peyton Mendez. Dala Salam.
Cairo Placencia.
Khadija Hamad.
Megan Morales. Florencio Jose Lopez Hernandez.
Jocelyn Tunsuk.
Ethan Seti.
Emily Paris. Rosa Monzon.
Tristan Lee.
Luis Soltedo.
Stacy Wu.
Felix Lopez.
Peyton Yang.
Felicia Lopez.
Eddie Shong.
Kevin Suarez Torres.
Giovanni Vang.
Lincoln Latham.
Ariel Yasmin Star Garza.
Isaac Salinas.
Victoria Espinosa.
Zoe Grimaldo.
Alfredo Jesus Gordiano.
Cameron Eva Daniels.
Kendra Goin.
Aubrey Battle Yancey.
Aliana Marie Martinez.
Kevin Ray Willis Shrub III.
Jaden Pollard.
Jade McKenzie Julian.
Julian Perez Lopez.
Summer Elizabeth Otto.
Evan Jimenez.
Giselle Reyes Lopez.
Luis Alvarado.
Daisy Espinosa Aro.
Juan Ayala Medina.
Daisy Ponce Pantoja.
Michael Mendia.
Amapri Kaur.
Anthony Tapia.
Ilani Hunter.
Samuel Cagle.
Ismael Itubido.
Isidro Garcia.
Brian Ramirez.
Carla Vanessa Perez.
Elijah Guriel.
Diego Mondragon.
Libardo Gil Sierra.
Melanie Torres.
Laylene Coda Rivas.
Miguel Garcia Arce.
Evelyn Valdez.
Raymond Del Capapat.
Nibanet Emmanuel. Nibiet Emmanuel.
Angel Enrique Carpio.
Tanya Oriano Davalos.
Jocelyn Stephanie Guerrero.
Richard Bernardo Vega Herrera.
Emma Rose Peña.
Juan Ángel Ortiz Zaragoza.
Haley Margaret Winters.
Damien Ramirez.
Andres Conyers.
Abner Lopez.
Xavier Cortez.
Noe Moreno.
Joshua Gonzalez.
Marco Hernandez.
Tabitha Taylor.
Adrian Bautista Elias.
Josiah Regoza.
Miguel Gomez.
Isaiah Saint Amant.
Anthony Castro.
Is it back?
Nathaniel Harris.
Elisha Tarango.
Christopher Edding.
Oscar Gutierrez.
Raul Ramirez Salgado.
Wayne Anderson.
James White.
Maya Yaleen Prince.
Anquan Draper.
Jose Ivan Robles Arias.
Sergio Gama.
Sylvester Salceda Ibarra.
Alina Mejia.
David Limos Hernandez.
Desiree Trejo.
Gavin Alexander. Elisa Perla Tapia.
Austin Wong.
Sanaya Tello.
Soraya Murphy.
Christian Casillas.
Michael Flanton.
Lavelle Thomas.
Micaiah Thor.
Damian Lee Laura.
Esperanza Zaragoza.
Elijah Idris Roberts.
Eliza Burnaby.
Eliana Munguia.
Caden Franklin.
Daniela Morales Vega.
Eileen Alicia Ross.
Eddie Cruz.
Nailana Landcraft. Anthony Isaiah Torres.
Luis Aranda.
Jonah Lee Williams.
Cedric Brown Harshaw. Ava Thompson.
Nicole Barber.
Rebecca Unique Blackburn.
Abigail Johnson Owens. Tavion Brewer.
Dalani Chontong.
Abriela Ortiz Paisano.
Vicente Remaldo. Melissa Ramos.
Mariela Felix.
Isaac Villarreal.
Ruby Bucio. Juliana Anaya.
Brayden Davis Ramirez Salvador.
Jose Barrera.
Ariel Malatong Layard. Josiah Garcia.
Sierra Garcia.
Jocelyn Munoz.
Ariana DeLuca. Noah Sims.
Raymond Harmon.
Deja Poe.
Javani Henderson. Devontae Johnson.
Dalen Scott.
Damian Menifee.
Israel Future Sailor Baygood. Troy Harden.
Gernor Vidri.
Alexis Pasillas.
Josiah Ramos. Margarita Medina.
Frank Gonzalez.
Isabella Liliana Aguilar.
David Sierra. Jasmine Guerrero.
Sean Tao.
Ian Mua.
Raymond Reyes.
Maximus Troom.
Zachariah Abdullah.
Sebastian Levenku.
Unio Gavira.
Class of 2025, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Mr. President, the graduating class of 2025 has completed a course of study in accordance with the requirements of the State Board of Education and the trustees of Central Unified School District, and therefore entitled to this diploma. Seniors, you may move your tassel from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2025.